How does freezing tokens on the XRPL work? The XRP ledger allows the issuance of tokens, formerly known as IOUs, which can be created and used by individuals or entities, which we call issuers. These issuers have a particular ability to freeze these tokens, somewhat akin to putting them in a digital icebox under specific circumstances. It's crucial to note that XRP, which is the primary currency of the XRP ledger, is exempt from this and cannot be frozen by anyone, ever. Freezing is only possible if the issuer's account is not black-holed, as initiating a freeze is only possible if the issuer can sign transactions. As black-holed accounts have been rekeyed and the key is unknown, it is impossible to perform the action. A good example of a black-holed issuer account is Casino Coin. The issuing account has been rekeyed, preventing Eminence from interfering with any settings regarding the tokens or trust lines. Now, freezing sounds technical, but think of it as putting a temporary hold on these tokens. Issuers might do this for various reasons, such as adhering to certain legal requirements, or if they're investigating some fishy-looking activities. These tokens can be frozen in 3 main ways, each with its own set of rules and scenarios. When an issuer decides to use the individual freeze setting, they essentially choose to put a hold on the tokens in a specific transaction line, known as a trust line, between them and another party. Even when tokens are frozen in this way, direct payments can still happen between the 2 parties involved. However, the party on the receiving end of the freeze can't reduce their balance on that trust line except through direct payments back to the issuer. They can still receive payments from others, but their offers to sell the frozen tokens are considered unfunded. On the other hand, the global freeze setting is like throwing a wide net that affects all tokens issued by an issuer. When this setting is activated, all parties or counterparties involved cannot decrease their balances in their trust lines to the frozen account except through direct payments back to the issuer. This setting can be particularly useful in emergencies, such as if the issuer's security is compromised, or if they plan to move to a new account or cease business operations. Lastly, the no freeze setting is a commitment from the issuer that they will never freeze tokens arbitrarily. It's like a promise to make their tokens act more like physical cash, in the sense that once it's out there, the issuer won't interfere with how it's traded among different parties. However, it's essential to understand that while the no freeze setting ensures that issuers cannot unfairly use the global freeze feature against specific users, it doesn't prevent an issuer from defaulting on its obligations if any obligations exist. In the realm of the XRP ledger, there are some common misunderstandings, especially about the ability to freeze XRP, which is simply impossible. XRP is the only native asset on the XRP ledger, and is required to conduct transactions on it. Unlike tokens, XRP has no counterparty, meaning that when someone holds XRP, they are not holding a liability. They hold the actual currency, which any entity or individual cannot freeze. The act of freezing tokens can be driven by various motivations, often rooted in regulatory compliance, security, and operational management. For instance, an issuer might freeze tokens to adhere to legal requirements, such as international sanctions or compliance with regulatory frameworks that prevent illicit activities like money laundering. In some scenarios, an issuer might observe suspicious activities or transactions that raise red flags, prompting them to freeze tokens as a precaution while investigating further. Additionally, freezing can be a tool for managing operational transitions, such as when a financial institution plans to migrate to a new issuing address or decides to cease its business operations. By freezing tokens, the issuer can ensure that the digital assets are securely held, preventing any further transactions or trades, thus providing a stable environment to manage changes or conduct investigations without additional complications. This capability to freeze and unfreeze tokens provides issuers with a level of control and security, ensuring that they can respond effectively to legal, operational, and security challenges as they navigate the digital financial landscape. In conclusion, freezing tokens on the XRP ledger provides issuers with a mechanism to comply with regulatory requirements and manage suspicious activities while offering them the flexibility to relinquish this ability, ensuring fairness and transparency in their dealings with users on the platform. Freezing can only occur if the issuer's account hasn't been black-holed, because the ability to initiate a freeze is contingent upon the issuer's capacity to sign transactions. Since black-holed accounts have undergone a rekeying process and the key is unknown, executing such an action becomes unfeasible. It is impossible to freeze XRP. If you enjoy explainers like this one, share them with your friends and let me hear your thoughts. If you follow me on Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok, you can help me spread factual knowledge about all things XRPL.